Speech class. Hi. Yay. Many of you sent your introductions to me in their full-blown glory. What about the people that didn't? I'm telling you, you have to play the game. This Speech 2 is coming. All right. I'm talking to the people that are playing the game right now. We're going to move on. I've got a couple of things I want to talk with you about today so that we can get into the outlining of this speech and eventually write the scripts and things. You know that student sample packet that I sent you? The one that, I don't know, it was about 20 pages. I sent a PDF file over. If you haven't seen that, it's in the Speech2 folder. And I want to make reference to it today for a number of different reasons. Remember, there are some things that are way different with this speech because it's a researched speech about something you didn't know about. For instance, Michael Jackson for my speech, or the history of the boundary waters. Ooh, what a good topic. What a good topic. I knew nothing about it. Then I did a bunch of research. Now I have to think about where I use that research. The first place that this speech differs than speech number 1 is on that outline. All right, so if you pause this thing and get out that speech sample packet, either print it or keep it online. You want to save trees, but go to that speech sample packet, page 3. On page 3 of that sample packet, okay, you can see that the student has messed this thing up. I want you to reference yours, please. The student has messed this thing up with all of these, things in the margins over here. All right, those are his sources where he got the information from for that piece of the outline. And if you look on page 3, for instance, of that roller coaster speech, how can we better understand the history of roller coasters? What a great speech. Had its ups and downs, by the way. Okay, we'll just keep moving along. Pretend I didn't say that. All right, on page 3 of this student's sample, he quotes from David Peskowitz, Roller Coasters Inventing the Scream Machine. He also quotes from Adam Sandy's UltimateRollerCoaster.com. Then he pulls out UltimateRollerCoaster.com again. He's using a Britannica source. Remember, you can use a wiki source if you have 3 other good sources. If you have 3 or more good sources, you can throw in a Britannica or a wiki. Okay, so page 3, all messed up. It's all messed up, penciled in the margins here. All right, that's the first place you need to be concerned about as far as your sources are concerned. Then the second place is that bibliography page through, please. That student sample packet, there are 2 good examples of a work cited page or bibliography. Okay? We're using that, standard outline notation as far as bibliography pages. EasyBib will do it for you. It really will. Otherwise, get online and go to the web, the IMC of Lakeville North High School. And look at all the materials there about creating a works cited page. All right, please follow that format. Please follow that format that you have become accustomed to since the 9th grade research paper. All right. Then I want to call your attention to this. In that student sample packet is a sample of the grade sheet. Okay, I want you all go page 10. Go to page 10 and look at Brittany's roller coaster speech grade sheet. Now here's what I want you to notice. Right down here. Right down. Oh, hey, take a sneaky peek. Right here. See all of those check marks under sources right here. Cite sources. That's going to be your grade sheet. And I hope you have a bunch of check marks there. Go to page 10, look at Brit P's roller coaster speech grade sheet. Those check marks are every time a source came out of Brittany's mouth during the speech. Live, out of her mouth during the speech. And there are two types of sources, and we need to make sure that you are working them into the speech. Please read the student samples. Okay, look at that roller coaster speech and look for every check mark that I have on the grade sheet. She says something out loud. If this was my speech, now let's take the Michael Jackson speech for instance. If this was my speech, I would have to cite my sources out loud. Oh, sorry, hairball. Geez. Morning voice. And I haven't, obviously, the hat. Haven't showered yet. Oh, sorry. Hi, listen, I'm going to cite sources out loud. And I'm going to do it in a couple of different ways. The first time that I make reference to any source for the first time, it's called, in my world, it's called a big hit source citation. A big hit source citation. In other words, the first time I'm citing that source, I have to give you all of the information of that source, except for do not sit up there and read the URLs to us. Do not do that. Forget about the wwws and forget about reading the, oh my gosh. According to www.michaeljackson.54575.rollingstone.com. Okay, don't do that. Okay, we're going to take those websites and shrink them down. And then we're going to explain the websites out loud for the big hit source citation. For instance, I may say this. According to Rolling Stone's magazine's homepage, rollingstone.com, in an article written by Stephen Smith entitled Michael Jackson, the King of Pop, it's purported that blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's how I handle that source for the first time. I give you the location that I found it. I give you the author, I give you the article title, I give you the magazine or the website, okay? And I even will, explain the website to you if it's something that deserves explaining. There are a lot of, I saw a speech one time about the history of the Barbie doll, and MattelToys.com came up, and she said it was the homepage for Mattel Toys. I get that. I understand that. But there was another citation there that was like Fairyland101.com, and then she had to say a popular website for antique Barbie doll collectors. Or I would never have known how they linked. So when you give those big hit source citations, we're going to give as much information as we can. Like this. According to a recent article titled The King of Pop in rollingstone.com, the official homepage for Rolling Stone magazine, author Stephen Smith says blah, 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 blah. Then, in the very next sentence, I can say, Smith goes on to say, and then the next sentence I can say, the article also says. In the next sentence after that, I can say Rolling Stone suggests that, and those are called little hit source citations. Little hit source citations. The article goes on to say, Smith further states, the article also says, Rolling Stone suggests that, okay, and you have to do that for everything you discovered. So those hits are going to happen every sentence or three. Please read the student sample scripts out loud. All right? Please, because that's your homework. It's coming. All right? So again, big hit source citations will give me all of the information on that source. All right? All right. According to the official homepage for the fan clubs of Michael Jackson, entitled Michael Jackson's Fan Page, okay, in an article by Susan Smith, right, or give me all of the information that you find, then you can go on to say, the fan club page suggests, Susan Smith also says, right, for all of the little hit source citations. Now, please, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take, this is your homework for today. Homework. Because we're at home anyway. Why don't we do some homework? All right, this is your homework. Take that student sample packet that I sent you, especially the roller coaster speech. Go to the script for the roller coaster speech and read it several times as you're dragging your pen along. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to see if you can find all of her big hit source citations where she first mentions a source. And I want you to underline those twice. Then I want you to underline with one line all of the little hit source citations where she says things like, Sandy further states, the article goes on to say, Britannica.com also suggests. Those get one line. The first time she does it, in a book by Roger Sandy titled The Ultimate Rollercoaster.com, that gets underlined twice. All right? 2 lines for the big hit source citations, 1 line for the little hit source citations, campers, camperettes. That's all I need you to do today. Start to look for where we're going to use, and really, quite frankly, where we're going to get points for using those source citations. All right? You're going to get points when you send me your works cited page. You're going to get points when it comes out of your mouth. You're going to get points for when you mess up the margins of your outline with your sources. Got it? Got it? Good. There's your homework. Read through those, find them, underline them, look at the student sample packet for the outlines with the messy margins, look at the student sample packets for the check marks under the source citations during the speech on her grade sheet, and make sure you have a handle on it. All righty? All right, peace.